In this video, we're going to solve specimen paper 2 for examination from 2025. Remember that no calculators are allowed in this paper. Alright, so we have a list of formulas which are going to be handy as we go on. Alright, work out 0.01 square. Now we know that 0 square means that this is going to be multiplied by 2. 0.01 into 0.01. An easy way is just multiply these numbers. This is going to be 1. And then count how many. I'll add one more color here for our understanding. Count how many numbers are there after our decimal points. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That means in our final answer we need to have 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then 0. So we have 4 digits after our decimal point. Now, write 53.3997 correct to 4 significant figures. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, not these. So this will become 57.9. Now the previous number was 9. So this is going to increase it 40. 57.40. Now we have four digits in total. This is correct to 4 significant figures. 57.40. Moving on. IME changes 250 euros into dollars. The exchange rate is 1 euro is $1.1. Okay, so euro and dollars. 1 euro is $1.10. 250 euros would be how much? So multiply this. 1x equals 1.10 into 250. So what we can do is we can multiply them here. 250 times 110. Now since we are multiplying them, we don't need to add our zeros here. We'll add our zeros in the end. 250 times 110. I would like to do that without the zeros first. 25 times 11. 5 times 1, 5. 2 times 1 is 2. Then 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. You get 275. Now there were 2 more zeros, so you can add 2 more zeros here. 27500. Now if this was 250 times 1.10, that means we have 2 numbers after our decimal points. So we need to have 2 numbers after our decimal point. 275.00. The answer is $275. That means 250 euros equals to $275. Okay, question number 4. The diagram shows 2 triangles ABD and ADC. Okay, ABD and ADC. This is ABD and this is ADC. And they're saying BDC is a straight line. We have a straight line over here. And AB equals to AC. This means this line and this line are equal, because this shows we have 2 lines. This also means that their angles are going to be equal. Then this means this is also 61 degrees. Now, angle ABD is 61 as mentioned here, and angle ADC is 81. Work out angle DAC. So this is going to be simple. We can say angle ABD is 61. Now we're saying angle ACD is also 61. So we need to find angle DAC equals to 180 minus 81 plus 61. So let's try to add this. 81 plus 61 is going to be 2, 8, 14, 142. This is going to make it 7, and this will become 10, 8, 5, 6, 7, 3. 38 degrees. Question number 5. Convert 0.17 meter square into centimeter square. So we know meter square to centimeter square. So now we know 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. If we want 1 meter square, we need to square this. 100 centimeter square. 1 2 3 4. So 0.17 is going to be how much? X is going to be 1x is going to be 0.17 times 1 2 3 4, 1 with 1 2 3 4. Now we're going to write, so we're going to move this decimal point based on how many zeros we have after 1. So let's do it at 0.17, and then I like to add a lot of zeros. That's how I like to do it. Then we have 1 2 3 4, so move it 1 2 3 4. Then we can remove the extra zeros. This is how I like to do it, and it helps. So 1700 centimeter square. Okay, question number 6. A mass of solid metal cuboid is 4 kg. So we have a cuboid. Cuboid, remember, it's 3D shape of square. Mass is 4 kg. The volume is 600 centimeter square. Calculate the density in gram per centimeter cube. So first of all, convert mass in grams. This is going to be 4 into 1000. 1 kg. 1 kg is 1000 grams. 4000 grams. Now density equals mass divided by volume. Mass is 4000 divided by 600. To do that, we can cancel these two zeros. 6 divided by 40. 6 times 6 is 36. We'll get 4. Again, 6. 6, so on. So it's going to be, so the answer would be 6.666. It's going to continue. We can write it as 6.67. 6.67. If you want, you can also write it as mixed fraction. This would be 6 4 over 6. Now this can get 6 2 by 3. So we got 6 2 by 3, or 6.667. Alright, question number 7, we have vectors. Find u minus 2 into v. So what is 2v? Let's try to find 2v first. This is going to be 2 into negative 12 and 5. This would become negative 24 and 10. So u minus 2v would be 3 and negative 2 minus negative 24 and 10. Minus 24, and then minus 2 minus 10. This becomes minus becomes plus, so this is 27. Minus 2 minus 10 subtract, add and keep the sign as negative 12. You need to learn the rules of adding and subtracting. They're both negative, so they're going to become even more negative 12. Now we're supposed to find the magnitude of v. We will do square root negative 12 square plus 5 square, and then we find the values. We get 13. 9. The diagram shows a semicircle with diameter 9 centimeter and calculate the total perimeter. So perimeter is going to be the diameter, which is 9 centimeter, plus length of arc. Let's try to find the length of arc now. Okay, so we're supposed to find this length of arc. The formula for length of arc is theta by 360 times 2 pi r. So what is 360? It's like, for example, if you have a sector or a semicircle, and you're supposed to find this angle. Here this angle is 180. This is theta. So 180 divided by 360 multiply by 2 pi times radius is 4.5. Radius is always diameter divided by 2. Make sure that you remember this. Times 4.5. So for us it's going to be 9/2. It is 4.5. Now this and this gets cancelled. 180 and 360 gets cancelled. We're left with 1 and 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So length is going to be 4.5 pi. 9 plus 4.5 pi is our radius. Is our perimeter. Okay, in a sequence, we can see that T1 is 17, T2 is 12, T3 is 7, T4 is 2. So there is a -5 difference. 17 minus 12, 17 to 12 is -5, 12 to 7 is -5, and then -5. So what is T5 is going to be 2 minus 5. Tn. Now we're supposed to find a general formula of this sequence. So we know that let's look at T1. If I want to go to T1, what would have been the number before it? It would be 22 minus 5. Okay, now this is going to be repeated over each n, so we can add n. If it was T1, this would be T1 would be 22 minus 5. 22 minus 5 into 1 is going to be 17. T2, 22 minus 5 into 2 is going to be 22 minus 12 minus 10. That makes it 12. T3 is going to be 22 minus 5 into 3, 22 minus 15. That makes it 7. So this is our general formula, 22 minus 5n. And number 10. Work out 2 by 3 plus 3 1 by 2. Give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. Alright, so first we have to convert from this mixed form into a simple form. 2 by 3. Here you are supposed to multiply, and here you are supposed to add. This is just for your understanding. You don't have to write this. So we keep the denominator same. This will be 3. 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Plus, repeat from this for the second fraction. The denominator remains same. 2. 3 into 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Alright, so we got our fractions as simple in simple fractions. Now we need to now when you're adding or subtracting, the denominator should be equal. If we were multiplying, no need to make the denominator same. When adding or subtracting, denominator is same. Multiply or divide, no need to keep it same. So to do that, we can multiply this with 3 and 3, we will get 6, and we can multiply 3 into 2, we'll get 6 again. This is going to give us 8 times 2 is 16, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 7 times 3 is 21, 3 times 2 is 6. This is going to become 16 plus 21. Let's add it here. 6 plus 1 is 7, 2 plus 1 is 3. 37 divided by 6. Give your answer as a mixed number. 37 divided by 6. 6 times 6 is 36, and we're left with 1. Then the other two numbers, 6 and 6. 6 1 by 6. Now find the value of 64 2 by 3. To do that, I want you to remember this rule. For example, if we have number 9, let's say, and anything that has the power of a fraction, this is same as cube root 9. If this was 4 power 1 by 2, this would be same as 2 power 4. So here what we can do is we can separate 2 by 3 is 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is same as 2 times 1 by 3. Okay, so 64 2 times 1 by 3. So 64 square power cube root 3. Now let's try to simplify it even more. We can write this as cube root 64 times 64. We can separate the two. Cube root 64 multiplied by cube root 64. Now cube root 64 is what? It's 4. Is it 4? 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And 16 times 4 equals to 64. If you don't know, you can do some trial and error and check. This is 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16. Now, question number 12. Work out giving your answer in standard form. Alright, so we have 7.1 times 10 power negative 15 times 2 times 10 power 3. Alright, so here we are allowed to remove the brackets because this is all of this is multiplication. So first of all, let's work on the numbers, the simple numbers. 7.1 times 2. What is 7.1 times 2? This is going to be 71 times 2. 2 into 1 is 2. 7 times 2 is 14. So we will write 142. Now since in our question we only have one digit after our decimal point, so we need to have one digit after our decimal point. 14.2. So 14.2 times 10 power negative 15 times 10 power 3. The base is same here, right? It's 10. 10 and 10. We can write this 10 power negative 15 times 10 power 3. This can be written as 10 power negative 15 plus 3. This is going to be 10 power negative 12. Here we want to add 5.2 times 10 power 7 plus 5.2 times 10 power 6. So to do that, when we were doing this rule, here that we counted the number of digits in the decimal after the decimal point. We had the same number of digits after our decimal points in the answer, but we cannot really do that when we are adding. When we are adding, we need to make sure that both of them have same number of decimal points. So for example, if you have 20.4 plus 6.32, so what you do here, you do 20.4. You're supposed to align both of them plus 6.32. You're supposed to align both the decimal points. Okay, and the rest just becomes 0. This becomes 0. So you get 2. 4 plus 3 is 7.6 plus 2. For our question, these two numbers are not, even though it looks like that it's aligned 5.2 into 5.2, it's not, because the second one is different, right? So one way is 5.2 times 10 power 7 plus, we can make this times 10 power 7, but since we have increased a power here, we're supposed to move this behind. This is going to be 0.52 times 10 power 7. Now this number here, now this number and this number are equal. If you want, we can check it here. 5.2 times 10 power 6. 1 2 3 4 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, the decimal is here, and 0.52 times 10 power 7. 0.52 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? They're both equal. They're both equal, they just have different powers. You don't need to do all that. I just did that to explain it to you guys. Now we can add them. So what is 5.2 plus 0.52? And another 0 there. 2. 5 plus 2 is 7.5. This is going to be 5.72 times 10 power 7. 5.72 times 10 power 7. Moving on. Question number 13. Find the number of sides of a regular polygon with interior angle 162. So for the number of sides, the formula is n equals 360 divided by exterior angle. But we don't know the exterior angle. We have interior angle. To find exterior angle, this is going to be 180 minus 162. This is 18. 360 divided by 18. This will be 2 and 0, 20. So we have 20 sides. Question number 14. The range, the mode, the median, and the mean of all 5 positive integers equals to 10. Find one possible set of these 5 integers. So median is a number in the center. When it's arranged from in ascending or descending order, so the central number is going to be 10. Number is arranged. You don't need to write all of that. This is for our understanding. Order. Now next, mode. That means mode means the most repeated number, or most frequent number. The most frequent number is also 10. So mean and median is set. Now they're saying the range. That means difference between the biggest and smallest number. Biggest minus smallest number. So here now these two are 10, so this number should be bigger than 10 and this number should be smaller than 10. We can do 15 because 15 minus 5 is 10. Now we're supposed to find the mean. That means add all the numbers divided by the number the frequency of numbers, like how many numbers you have. So let's put an x here, or 5 plus x plus 10 plus 10 plus 15 divided by 5. This is supposed to equals to 10. 10 into 5 is 50, equals 10 plus 10 is 20 plus 15. This is going to be 40 plus x. X is 50 minus 40, which equals 10. So the number is again 10. Now when you are doing it, you may have to do some trial and error to find out, to get all of these numbers. Nonetheless, you can write what you're getting at least. So you may get the median right or mode right, even if you don't get all of them. You will get 3 marks even if 3 of them are met. Even if you don't know the third number, at least you can know that mode, that means the centered number should be 10. Median, it should be repeated more than once, and the other numbers are not going to be repeated. And range, the difference between smallest, biggest, and largest number is 10. 15 minus 5. So even if you don't get mean, because mean is the tricky part to find the number for the mean, even if you don't get it, you will be getting 3 marks at least. Okay. Now describe the single transformation that maps triangle T into triangle A. So to do that, this is basically rotation, because this triangle is rotated 90 degrees. So this is rotation, ION, rotation 90 degrees clockwise at point 43. How do you know that? To do that, what I use is I use a tracing paper. So we put the tracing paper on top of this, on top of our paper. Then we're supposed to draw this paper here, and then you're supposed to do some trial. I drew trial and error and see at which point, in our case, this is going to be 4/3. If I keep my pencil at 4/3 and I rotate, this is my tracing paper, and I rotate my paper clockwise, what will happen is my triangle will fall into this position. So this is rotation 90-degree, because I'm rotating 90-degree clockwise at 4/3. My pencil is here. I keep my pencil at this point and I rotate the paper 90-degree clockwise. Okay, question number 16. A student measures the height as 8 centimeter for each 400 plants. For each of 400 plants, the cumulative frequency diagram shows the results. Use the diagram to find an estimate for median. Median is for when we have a cumulative frequency graph, we should see what's the center between 400 to 0, which this is going to be 200. So what is the height when the frequency is 200? This is going to be 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter. Interquartile range. Formula is upper quartile minus lower quartile. So to find the upper quartile, we're supposed to multiply. Upper quartile is CF times 75%. What is CF? 400 times 75%. Now what is the CF? What is that number? It's going to be now to do if you don't want to do calculation, you can do this trick. 400, this is 50%, this is 0%, this is 50%, this is 100%. 75 is exactly between the two of them, so it will be 100 more. It's going to be 300. So 300 is exactly here in between there. This is 300. So at 300. And what about lower quartile? Is CF times 20%. This is going to be 400 times. Now we know that this one is 50%. So what is the center here? Again, 100. Here, this is 100. Now we can find the lower quartile. This is 1820, so this is 17. Lower quartile is 17 minus upper quartile 300. It's 37. So 37 minus 17, the answer is 20. Now we can find the 80th percentile. 80th percentile is 400 times 80%. This is going to be 400 into 80 divided by 100. We can cancel them. 8 times 4 is 32, and then 1 0. So this is 320. Now, if we have 320, what's our number? These two blocks. So 39. Now, the number of fans with a height greater than 60%. Okay. So 60 here. And here. Now, if you don't know what's the increment for each block, what you can do is you can subtract the difference between the two. 400 minus 360 divided by the number of blocks, and we have 5 blocks here. So this is 40 divided by 5 equals to 40 divided by 5 is 8. That means each block has a value of 8. So since this is half of 8, this is 4. This is going to be 364. So there are 400 total plants, 364 plants that have height until 60. To find more than 360, we subtract 400 minus 364. 36. Alright. B. The heights are also shown in the frequency table. So we have heights, and they have given ranges from 0 to 20, 20 to 30, and they've also given us frequency density. Now they have given us frequency, but the graph that we have to plot is frequency density. So let's try to find frequency density first. Frequency density is frequency divided by range. So let's try for the first one. 120 divided by 20 equals 6. Is this the same here? Yeah, they have drawn 6. So here, 80 divided by 10. Answer is going to be 8. Here, 124 divided by 40 minus 30, 10. This makes it 12.4. 6 divided by 40, the answer is 1.9. You can actually calculate it on the side to know your answer. Now let's try to plot our graph. 20 to 30 is 8, as mentioned here. This is easy. This is 8. Then we have 30 to 40 is 12.4. So here, 30 to 40. Draw straight lines. 30 to 40. Use a sharp pencil. Here. Now, if you don't know the difference for the increment for each block, subtract them. 14 minus 12 divided by number of blocks. This is 5. 2 divided by 5. 0.4. So we want 12.4. That means one more block. Okay. Now we want 40 to 80. 1.9. If we go one block behind, this is going to be 1.6, so it should be somewhere in the middle, like this. 40 to 80. That's our histogram. Question 17. The diagram shows a cyclic quadrilateral ABCD. BD, here BD and AC. BD and AC are intersecting at X. BD and AC intersect at X. Angle BAD here is 74, and BCA is 34. Find angle BDA. Alright, so angle subtended at the same arc, this is our arc, they are equal. So what is this? BCA is same as BDA. This is also 34. So BCA equals angle BDA. This is 34 degrees. What is angle BCD? Here, BCD. Now we know that this is a quadrilateral, and when you have a quadrilateral, all sides are touching the circle. 74 plus this angle equals to 180. Alright, so 74 plus x, which is angle BCD, equals to 180. So angle is 180 minus 74. The answer is 106 degrees. Angle ABD. So this is going to be 180 minus 74 plus 34. You get 72. In letter B, in the diagram, triangle ADX is similar to BCX. So we can write ADX is similar to BCX. So we let's try to work out XD based on these values. So they have given us BC and AD and CX. Work out XD. BC is the same as AD, because these are first two alphabets. The order really matters. First two alphabets. So we found AD and BC. And then a CX is given. CX Cx is going to be same as dx. But first we need to find the scale factor based on the values given, or the ratio. Scale factor AD, using AD and BC. What is AD? AD is 9, BC is 4.5. So what's the ratio? This is 2 to 1 ratio. Now dx and cx, the ratio is 2 to 1. Writing in the same order, dx to cx. Cx is 3.3. So what is dx going to be? X is going to be 3.3 multiplied by 2, 6.6 centimeters. Okay, find f of minus 3. That means you're supposed to add negative 3 instead of x. Just replace your x with negative 3, just as you can see in the question. So f of negative 3 equals 3 minus 2 into minus 3. This is going to be 3 minus 6. This becomes minus becomes positive. 3 plus 6 is 9. G of f of minus 3. First step, find f of minus 3. We already know that's 9. So that means we're supposed to find g of 9. Simple. 2 into 9 plus 3, 18 plus 3 is going to be 19, 20, 21. Now f inverse. So to do that, you write y equals 3 minus 2x, make x as the subject. Y minus 3 equals minus 2x. We can send this 2 down. Y minus 3 divided by negative 2 equals x. So f minus 1 of x equals 2. F minus 1 of x equals 2. X minus 3 divided by negative 2. Now you're supposed to add x back. Just replace y with x. X minus 3 over negative 2. Find x when g of x equals to 7. So first step is find g of x. So that means instead of x, write g of x. This can be written as this. So 2 here and then x plus 3. So what do we add here? We add our g of x, which is 2x plus 3. Simple. 2 into 2 is 4x plus 3 into 2 is 6 plus 3. This will be 4x plus 9. Now they're saying this equals to 7. So 4x plus 9 equals to 7. X is 7 minus 9 divided by 4. What is 7 minus 9 is negative 2 divided by 4 equals to negative 0. This becomes 1, this becomes 2, which is negative 0.5. Negative 0.5. Find x when h negative 1 of x equals to 5. Now find x when h inverse equals 5. So what is h of x? H of x is 2 power x, right? 2 power x. So what you can say here is that this is going to be 2 to the power 5. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, 16 times 2, 32. Here x equals to 5. Inverse equals to a number. That means this is what the value of x is going to be. Simplify square root 32 plus square root 98. Okay, so let's put square root plus put square root. Now you need to write 32 in terms of such numbers that can be square rooted easily. So what is 32? 32 can be written as 8 times 4, maybe 8 times 4. What about 8? 8 can be written as 4 and 2. So 4, 2 and 4. We can write this as 4 times 4 times 2. Now this can be written separately. Here square root 4 times square root 4 times square root 2. Now square root 4 is 2. 2 times 2 times square root 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and this is 4 square root 2. Plus, What about 98? Actually, we can leave this here, no need to remove it. 98. Let's try to find 2 and 49. 2 times 49 is 98. Now 49 is 7 into 7, so it can be done. So we can write this as 2 times 49. This is going to be square root 2 times square root 49 plus square root 2 times 7 plus square root 2 times 7. So this can be written as 4 square root 2 plus 7 square root 2. So how many square root 2's we have? We have 7 plus 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 square root 2's. Rationalize the denominator. 1 divided by square root 2 plus 1. So whenever this is rationalize, we're supposed to multiply by this denominator, but instead of plus we add minus. So square root 2 minus 1 divided by square root 2 minus 1. What is this going to be? 1 into square root 2 minus 1 is going to be same. Square root 2 minus 1. Now here you're supposed to add brackets. Square root 2 into 2 is going to be 2. And then square root 2 into minus 1 is going to be negative square root 2. 1 into square root 2 plus square root 2. 1 into 1 is 1 into negative 1 is negative 1. So minus and plus gets cancelled here. And then 2 minus 1 is 1 in the denominator. So this is going to be square root 2 minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. This equals to square root 2 minus 1. This is our final answer. Number 20. Y is directly proportional to 1 over square root x when y equals 8, x is 4. Find y when x is 49. So in these questions, first point is to find the constant. Y equals k 1 by, no need to write 1 now, k over square root x. Let's try to find k. K equals y square root x. Y is 8, square root x is, this is going to be 8 times 2 equals to 16. Find y when x is 49. So we use our equation here. Y equals 16 divided by square root x is 49. This is going to be 16 divided by 7. That's it. Question number 21. In this question, all measurements are in centimeters. All right. The height of triangle H is H, this letter H, and the height of rectangle is H plus 2. The length of the base of triangle is X, this X here, and the length of the rectangle is X plus 1 over there. The area of the triangle is 11 centimeters square, and the area of rectangle is 39 centimeters square. Write an expression in terms of x, the height of rectangle. Okay, so we know area equals length multiplied by height. We're supposed to find area, the height. It's going to be area, which is 39 divided by length. What is length? This is x plus 1. They ask you to write an expression, not an equation, so we don't need to add equal sign. We'll just write this as 39 divided by x plus 1. Okay, show that 2x squared minus 15x plus 22 equals to 0. Now we have to find a similar point between two of these shapes, so we can work with h, height and height. Now to avoid any problem, let's label this capital, any confusion, let's label this capital H, because this h is not the same as that. Let's try to find the h for our triangle. Area of triangle equals half BH. 11 times 2 divided by B. What is the base? Base is x equals to h. Now here, for our rectangle, our height equals to h plus 2. So what is h? Equals to h, capital H, minus 2. This is going to be 39 over x plus 1 minus 2. So now we got the value of h. When they asked us to find height, we did find the height, this one. But here, for the rectangle, h does not mean, the small letter h does not mean the height. H plus 2 is the height. They have just used small letter h as a variable. Okay, so now we can equate both of them. H of triangle equals to h of rectangle. All right. So what is h of a triangle? This is going to be 22 divided by x. Here 22 divided by x. This equals to 39 over x plus 1 minus 2. Alright, now let's make this equal to 0. 39 over x plus 1 minus 22 over x minus 2 equals to 0. Let's try to make our denominator same here. 1 here is x. So 39x minus 22x plus 22. I would like to move this 2 over there, equals to 2, and the denominator is going to be x squared plus x. Let's move this on the other side, the denominator on the other side. 39x minus 22x plus 22 equals 2 squared plus x. Let's simplify it more. 2x squared plus 2x. Now I'm going to move these on that side. Minus 39x plus 22 minus 15x plus 22 equals to 0, and this is our final answer. Okay, by factorizing and solving 2x squared minus 15x plus 22, find two possible heights of the triangle. So let's factorize it. To factorize, let's break this 15 into two numbers. 2x squared minus 11 plus 15 plus 4 minus 4x minus 11x minus 4x. This is 15x. We have divided it into two parts. Plus 22 equals 0. The reason why we use that, because we are able to factorize using these numbers, as you will see afterwards. So let's factorize these two numbers first. These two. We get x. We can take x out. 2x minus 11. Then for the second part, we can take negative 2 out. 2x minus 11 equals to 0. These and these are supposed to be equal for our factorization to work. Now we can combine them. X minus 2 and here 2x minus 11. This equals to 0. So here x minus 2 equals to 0 and 2x minus 11 equals to 0. So x equals 2 and x equals 11 over 2. Now we're supposed to find height, but we have the value for x. If we look here, h equals 22 by x. So 22 divided by x. So h1 is going to be 22 divided by 2, which would be 11 here, and h2 is going to be 22 divided by 11 over 2. This is going to be 22 by 11. This goes up, times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 22. Find the exact value of x. This is a right angle triangle, so it's pretty easy to use hypotenuse. This is opposite, this is adjacent. We have a and h. Remember, so ka and toa. We have adjacent, adjacent, and we have hypotenuse, so cosine is perfect. Cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Theta is 30. Cos 30 equals 8 divided by x. X equals 8 over cos 30. You need to memorize the value for cos 30. Cos 30 is going to be here. Cos 30 is going to be square root 3 over 2. So here it's going to be 8 over square root 3 times 2, 16 by square root 3. But if you wanted to simplify this even more, we can do that. It's better to do that. We need to find the exact value, right? 16 by square root 3 multiplied by square root 3 over square root 3. This gives us divided by 3. Okay, write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So now whenever you see two fractions with different denominators and you see a plus or negative sign in between, you have to make the denominator same. So what we'll do here is we'll multiply with x plus 3, and then here we'll multiply with x minus 4, x minus 4. Okay, so 3 into x plus 3 minus 4 into x minus 4 divided by x plus 3, x minus 4. The denominator is same, so this can be joined into one fraction. 3x plus 9 minus 4x minus 16 divided by x plus 3, x minus 4. 3x minus 4x is negative x. No, if you see, we have minus 4x, and then minus becomes positive 16, right? So minus x plus 25 divided by x plus 3 and x minus 4. Question 24a, write x squared minus 4x plus 7 in the form x minus a squared plus b. So first of all, we can write x squared minus 4x as x minus 2 whole squared. Now we're supposed to add negative sign, and whatever the number is that's here, we get 2, we're supposed to square it. 2 squared, and then we're left with plus 7, so add plus 7 here. X minus 2 whole squared minus 4 plus 7, this is going to be 3. So this can be, now we have this form, x minus a squared plus b. X minus 2 squared plus 3. 7 minus. Write down the coordinates of the turning point of the graph y equals x squared minus 4x plus 7. To do that, we need to, if you want to write the coordinates, so you need to write negative a and b. As you can see here, a and b. This would be 2 and b is 3. So our points are 2 and 3. Moving on. Two shapes are mathematically similar. These are two heart shapes. The area of larger shape is 36 centimeters square, while the area of smaller shape is 25 centimeters square. The height of the large shape is 9 and the height of smaller shape is x. Find the value of x. Alright, so let's try to do our a ratio method. Large shape to small shape, large to small shape. So area is 9 centimeter, and we need to find, height is 9 centimeter, and for small one it's x centimeter. The area is 36 centimeters squared, and here the area is 25 centimeters squared. If you notice, the units are not same, so we need to square these in order to make sure we have same units. So basically 25 times 9 squared equals to x squared times 36. So 25 times 9 times 9 is 9 squared divided by 36. Now you know 36 is 9 times 4. So I can write this as 9 times 4 equals to x squared. So we can cancel them. And we are supposed to square root them. X equals square root 25 times 9 divided by 4. This is same as square root 25 times square root 9 divided by square root 4, which would be 5 times 3 divided by 2. Let's move it away. All of this. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 divided by 2 equals, I believe it's 7.5. So, smaller height is 7.5 centimeter. Question number 26. So we are supposed to plot a graph here. The equation for the graph is x plus 2 and x plus 3. We have 3x, so this is going to be a cubic graph. The shape of cubic graph is something like this. But we need to find the points of intersection. That means at which point the graph intersects with our x-axis. Right? So you know, at the point at which it's intersecting with x-axis, at that point y equals 0. That means f of x equals to 0. 0 equals x plus 2, x minus 3. So to find those points, we can separate this equation, this and this into three different equations. So first x is 0. And x is 0, we have a point of intersection. Next, x plus 2 equals 0, so x equals negative 2. When x is negative 2, we have another point of intersection. 1, 2, negative 2. We have another point of intersection. And then x minus 3 equals 0, x equals to 3. 1, 2, 3. At x equals 3, we have another point of intersection. So now we know the 3 points. We can roughly draw our cubic graph to intersect -2, 0, and 3. This is a rough graph, but this is the shape of a cubic graph. Now, expand and simplify this equation. So, x squared plus 2x. Now, whole brackets, x minus 3. So this would be x cubed minus 3x squared plus 2x squared minus 6x. X cubed minus x squared minus 6x. A is the point 1 and -6. The tangent, so there's this point A and -6, 1 and -6, which would be around here. Now they're saying the tangent to the graph of y f of x at A meets the y-axis at B. So something like this. This is our tangent. So they're saying find the coordinates of B. This is point B. Find the coordinates. So first of all, you can say that this is meeting the y-axis at B. So x over there is obviously 0 here. You don't need to draw this line, so I will erase this line. But you know the x point is 0. To find the y point, they have given us the tangent. This is a hint that you need to find the derivative, right? So what is our equation? F of x equals to x cubed minus x squared minus 6x. If you want to find the gradient of f of x, this would be 3. This one comes down there, 3x, and this becomes -1. So 3x squared minus 2 becomes down, and then x, 2 minus 1 is 1, minus 6, and now x is power 1, 1 comes down, and 1 minus 1 becomes 0, so no need to write x. 6x becomes 6. Remove this, minus 6. Now let's find the gradient. So the gradient, if we plug in our values, we know x value is 1. If we plug in the value here, this is going to be 3 into 1 square minus 2 into 1 minus 6. This is 3 minus 2 minus 6. The answer is negative 5. So we know that this is the gradient. The derivative gives us the value of gradient. So the equation for the tangent equation is y equals mx plus c. What is m? We just found out that m is negative 5. So when our points are 1 and negative 6, let's try to find the value of c. So negative 6 equals to negative 5. X is 1 plus c. Negative 6 equals 5 plus c. C equals negative 1. So now for your equation here, you have your m, you have your c, you also have your x here. So can you find y? Y when x is 0, m is negative 5, x is 0 plus negative 1. This equals to 0 minus 1 equals to negative 1. So y value is negative 1. That means if we were plotting for our if this was point A, point B has a value of negative 1. This is B.